Hey tribes, hope you like my blue sofa. I'm in James's house right now, and hope you guys are having an amazing week wherever you are. We want to just continue unpacking the metrics series, but before I jump into that, can I really encourage you guys to talk maybe a little bit about baptism before you jump into that. If you've been thinking about baptism and haven't signed up yet, can I just say, if the dates don't work, if the 7th or the 21st of April doesn't suit you, can you just sign up anyway? We'll get back and you can say, I'd really like to talk about another date or something like that. Don't let the dates get in the way. And if you're not sure, but you think you want to talk about baptism, then just sign up. Signing up isn't saying you're actually getting baptized, it's really just saying that you want to talk to us about that. So I really encourage you, if you filled out the metrics survey in week 1 saying you were interested in baptism, just go on the website, sign up, and then we can start talking about what that might look like for you or whatever. So the last couple of weeks we've been talking about sharing our faith, evangelistic fervour and ability, and on Sunday past there we were talking about generosity. We'd love you to just open up those two conversations tonight and to challenge each other, pray for each other, listen to each other. What does sharing your faith look like for you? It was amazing, about 87% people filled in the survey said that it was really important, and only about half said they felt like they were able to do it. So maybe just share a little bit about what that looks like for you. One of the things I was challenging you guys to do 2 weeks ago was just to pray for people. Our job is not to try and get into some kind of argument and convince somebody that, you know, their thinking is wrong and our thinking is right. We've totally lost the plot if that's our approach. God is real, He's active, He loves our neighbours, He loves our work colleagues, and He loves our family members, even the difficult ones. And He wants us to model that to them and demonstrate the reality of His presence and His love. And for me, one of the best ways to do that is just to pray for people. And pray for people when they're not around, pray for people whenever they're around and they're talking about issues and problems. And so we'd just love you to share a little bit about, like, how's that going, maybe some stories of some of you that have tried that or worked that. And don't be shy. Like, if you've prayed for somebody in work this week, share that story, encourage everybody, and be encouraged by that. And one of the things you'll have noticed on the survey, if you did that, was the question, do you have a list of people you're praying for? And if you don't, I can really encourage you to do that. Nobody else needs to know, just in a journal or even on your phone, just a list of people that you want to experience the love of God, and just pray for them every day or every night or whatever that looks like for you. But there'll be loads of people in your tribes that have tons of experience of that kind of thing, so you can all unpack that. And then Sunday past, we were talking about generosity and money. And listen, I know this can be a really awkward subject, particularly in a tribe where nobody wants to be like, you know, how much money do you make? How much money do you give? Can I encourage you guys to be really honest, you know? And most of us, like I said on Sunday, most of us are struggling in this area, not because we're selfish, but because we're afraid. And just don't feel bad about that. It's so normal, and it's such a common thing. So I really encourage you guys to just talk about your whole approach to generosity and giving. One of the most consistent questions I've got since Sunday was just around the whole idea of budgeting your giving. And it's been really interesting that loads of people have come to me and been like, Andy, I'm not sure how to do that. I try to be generous, but it's not planned. Can I really encourage you to just maybe throw that out in your tribe, who budgets their giving? And if you do budget your giving, don't be shy. Can you help people? Talk about what that looks like for you, how you do that, how you decide, how often do you give, all of those kinds of things. But like I said on Sunday, unless it's in our budget, then it's just based on our whims. And when we feel good, we give, and when we don't, we don't. And the Lord calls us to more than that. We're supposed to be generous when we feel like it, and generous when we don't. It's part of who we are. And the best way I know how to achieve that is to just budget it, that every month there's a certain amount that I give to certain different things, and that just comes out whether I want to or not. That just happens. Can I really encourage you to talk about that, think about that, and then please pray for each other tonight. Pray for each other as you take risks and look for opportunities to share your faith. And pray for each other when it comes to this whole area of giving and generosity. The 3 things I landed on Sunday with the talk about giving was, number 1, invite God into your finances. Number 2, budget your giving. And then the final thing I asked was, would you please consider prayerfully prioritising giving to LBV for the rest of the year. There's loads of stuff that we would love to be doing that we're just limited in time and money and resources and all that kind of stuff. So we'd love you to think about doing that for us. I hope you have an amazing week wherever you are. God bless. We'll see you on Sunday.